Hey guys, it's Hilbeast here, and this is episode 18, and I actually can't remember. Oh, that's right. This has got the intro, which had absolutely nothing to do with the previous episode. I just did this because that's what seems to happen in all American TV shows where they were like previously on something or other.
Yeah, it seems though a lot of shows over here that are like that, especially now. It's mostly soap operas, just a bunch of intangible bullshit.
I really hate it when they reference episodes which were like 5 or so episodes ago, and it's like, yes, you've been referencing that episode in the previously on this show for like 5 episodes now. I wish you'd stop reminding me about that episode now.
It's kind of like Naruto referencing something that happened in the previous episode. It's so annoying. Get very annoyed at animes doing that.
He said he was jerking off to some.
Oh, that's right. This is Tomoyo's been banned from high school, so he's acting like an absolute pimp at home with Tomoyo.
If I recall, I felt that this was like Celine's best microphone recording here. I kind of feel that this was like her best audio quality.
It was 21 or something like that. There was one episode around here where she got the microphone just perfect.
Like this one's very good. I felt. I was very proud by that. She uses a Samsung, I believe.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, it's a USB condenser microphone. In case you're wondering, it's used by a lot of amateurs and sort of thing. But like amateurs wanting to be professionals, unlike that stupid snowball mic which everyone keeps on using, which is just crap.
Yeah. I think actually for season 3, I might upgrade to myself. I might upgrade to the Samsung.
Yeah.
To a higher end one, more of a higher end one.
Yeah.
So you look forward to higher mic quality, because I've kind of been displeased with my mic quality lately, so I'm kind of trying to up it as well.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to get it all perfect on my end as well. Trying to get everything all absolutely perfect.
Maybe she's here for me. Oh God.
Oh God, it's you two. That's exactly what Tomoyo's reaction would have been to seeing those two. He would have been anticipating like sex, but then he gets like Ryo, which is just annoying, and Kyo, who's just a bitch.
We absolutely cannot stand. We cannot stand Ryo.
She really is an absolute box.
Oh,
here we are. Here goes my Castlevania 4. I just had to throw Castlevania 4 in here for no reason.
You actually played that for this, didn't you?
Yeah, I sat down and played it for about like 5 minutes through the first level just to get a nice recording going on. The hardest part was getting right to the end where I had to intentionally lose. I felt bad that I had to intentionally lose.
Yeah, this is one of the nicer Castlevania games too. One of the ones that wasn't as hard and frustrating.
Yeah.
Like Simon's Quest.
Yeah.
Which was
Simon's
really annoying.
Quest and Dracula X. I've completed 4, Dracula X, Symphony of the Night. But anyways, that's all other shit which doesn't really matter. We'll talk about that on another location, which we will discuss at another place.
Yeah, so once again, continuing on the joke of cutting Ryo off repeatedly.
It's going to get harder and harder on her now. Like, she's really not talking. Like, I actually had someone ask me, "Oh, can I do Ryo's voice for you?" And I'm like, "You really don't want to do Ryo's voice because you never get to talk." And like people are like, "I want to do Ryo's voice." And it's like, no, you don't get to talk if you do Ryo because I keep cutting her out.
I noticed something interesting in this scene. When you look at the characters, though, the way that they're dressed in their casual clothing kind of expresses their personalities a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I feel Kotomi's got more of Kotomi's got sort of a flirty, casual, but it's still kind of formal attire on.
Yeah. Whereas Kyo has dressed kind of skanky.
Yeah, she's kind of preppy and such, and Ryo's trying to be proper.
Immature.
She's trying to be proper.
And Tomoyo's dressed like she's real mature.
Yeah, she's dressed like she's more mature than she actually is. Even though she's the youngest in this group.
Yeah. But Tomoyo really is a mature character, like in the original show and everything.
Yeah, she's way wiser than a lot of the other characters. I felt. I also noticed that on Kyo's belt, she has a Christian cross hanging off of it. I thought that was interesting. I noticed that earlier.
And completely disregarding Rio wanting to bang Tomoyo.
This scene was very awkward in the actual anime, even.
Yeah.
We really didn't change much except making it so that they were flat out saying they wanted to sleep with him.
Yeah, like,
but
no
it's
messing
kind of,
around
it's kind
or
of,
anything. No more euphemisms about what you want you to eat.
It's kind of like the same way in the actual anime, though. The actual anime, they're basically trying to get him to show who he likes the most by accepting the food from them.
I just don't get why Fuko shows up in the original show, though. I really
Comic
don't get
relief.
it. She just shows up to
Comic
be a
relief,
pain in the
yeah.
ass.
Just to ruin the fan service, pretty much.
Like, they could have had a really good fan service scene there, but Fuko just shows up to run it.
Which is all she seems to do now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Poopy
me
hand is
making
a
fun of,
childish
like,
insult.
you get the really, really bad, translation notes in a lot of fan subbers. Like, for instance, Doki. I saw a fan sub which said a taco is a Mexican food with a hard outer shell with meat and various other stuff in it. And I was like, who doesn't know what a taco is? Why do you need to tell me what a fucking taco is?
It's like moo. Moo means moo.
Yeah. And why has
Very
Tsunohara got his
obvious.
finger up his nose, just standing there?
There's so many weird things that are going on in the actual animation that's just weird. And
Shut up.
I felt this is like a lot of this the Tomoyo arc was a lot of fan service with Tomoyo. We had a good amount of fun doing this.
It was a really fun era. Like, it was really good. I enjoyed doing Tomoyo and Tomoyo. Like, you didn't really have to do too much to it to make it funny. It just sort of was naturally funny on its own.
It's interesting though because like throughout this entire show so far, Celine pretty much only voiced this character, and she didn't really have a lot of lines in the series at this point. So it was weird having an episode where she talked like almost the entire episode.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was different having her just talking the entire episode because we kind of felt weird.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Oh yeah, this is the
And
backstory for Tomoyo, which I actually sat there for like, at the time. Normally when I do my scripting, it's late at night for me, but it was like a weekend and I was at home and like everyone was all online at the time, so I was like, I should get ideas together for how I should do the backstory. So it was actually this backstory for Tomoyo was actually a group effort. It wasn't just me. And we just came up with the idea that Tomoyo was a prolific masturbator in her previous school. Like, she ran the masturbators club at her old school sort of thing.
Yeah. I actually didn't have a lot of lines in this episode, if I recall. I mostly just did... I did, like, Katomi, and... I think I made a brief appearance as Akio at this point. Yeah, I made a brief appearance as Akio, and...
That's right. I couldn't remember his name when I was writing the script, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to make a joke about the fact that I can't remember his name. He's now friggin' Master Roshi and shit like that.
My parents were going to get divorced, but ramen noodles didn't like
See,
that, and you jumped
yeah,
off.
make his name Ramen Noodles.
Yeah.
Just the most generic Japanese thing we can think of, Ramen Noodles. It's like
Yeah.
pretty much the only thing anybody remembers from Japan if you're an American
Sushi
or...
ramen noodles.
I had no witty comebacks for him.
Ironically, ramen noodles are
I will do
eaten
my best to make you
at
happy
as a
tonight,
low-cost food
because
all
I
over the
think you're
world.
masturbating for this.
Well, it's just sort of one of those things that you can get for like 50 cents and it fills you
Yeah,
up. So, you know.
just doesn't cost a lot.
Yeah.
So she gave up her masturbating for him.
And here we go. The new Nagisa.
Yes, Kyo's first reference at sarcasm.
Yeah.
It's how she. That's yes, my first appearance as Nagisa.
I remember when normally the way I do it is I play it to a few people before I actually release the episode. I remember one of them, he didn't know that Nagisa's voice was going to change. He just sat there and he was like, what? 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 About the whole change, and it's like, that's just what I wanted to do. It's this here, yes, it's another voice actor changing joke, but, you know, we didn't make an emphasis about this. We just made a quick joke about it and then we moved on. It's not like Katomi where we just went on for hours and hours, because that's the thing, is we change voice actors to reduce the strain on each other, you know, so... But, like, whereas with Ichiban, where we're trying to do it a bit more seriously, when I changed voice actors, I was like, fuck it, I'll just start again. I've only got 2 episodes I need to redo, so might as well just start again.
No, you idiot. Go away.
So,
you're the moron who's trying to
Nagisa's voice here is actually based on, that's me right there, yeah. It feels weird actually hearing my own voice. See, it's been awkward during the second season listening to myself talking like that, because like it's so weird hearing yourself talk in such an awkward voice.
Yeah.
Because you're not sure how other people are perceiving it, but because you can only see it as, God, I'm sounding ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, with Nagisa's voice, we sat there for like 5 minutes trying to figure out a good voice for her. And eventually we decided upon, how about we just make Nagisa sound like she's just a gay guy.
And we used her Tourette's attack as an excuse to basically make an excuse for some kind of change with her character, and this was the change we decided to make.
I like her bleeding out of her eye. That took me a while to get that perfect.
To get that edited in there.
Yeah.
And no sympathy for Ryo. This didn't reference the "Shut Up, Ryo" right there. Could have been used as a joke that we made later on.
Yeah.
White background once again to insinuate the end of a saga.
Yep.
Yes, and this actually was just me just talking. Yeah. This had nothing to do with the episode. I just kept talking.
Wait,
in this voice.
I was just like, fuck it, we're just gonna leave it in.
So we put it in there, so this isn't even meant to be a blooper. This is just, like, actually canon to what we're trying to do. So Nagisa is just rambling while he's carrying her to the hospital.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing, is, like, when we're trying to keep in the voice, like, we'll just build a character around the voice, like, with Kyo. Like, I'll sit there sometimes for, like, a solid, like, 5 minutes, just, like, going on about, I'm a bitch, I don't like anyone, I'm gonna kick you in the face and throw a dictionary at you tomorrow,
we had to, for that opening there, we actually did a couple takes of that opening, I remembered.
We were trying to
that was just two of them. That was just two. We couldn't figure out what we wanted to do.
Yeah. I can't remember
This is me just rambling right here.
Yeah. Again, just us trying to keep in the voice and keep in the character.
We sometimes just keep the character going.
Yeah. By going far further than we need to, you know, we keep the character a lot stronger. So anyways, stay tuned for 19.